I have caught myself several times. And when I say several times, I mean actually several times. In the number of years that I've been on this earth, I have caught myself several times trying to stay small, trying to take up less space, trying to shrink myself, and most definitely mute myself sometimes. I'm pretty sure that is something that you can relate to, and you definitely do not need to do that as well. Today I want to talk about the aspect of you deserve to take up space. If you're new here, I am Vanessa, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you for joining the family. I do these coffee chats, tea chats on my channel where I talk about topics that have been on my mind or something that is heartfelt or some reflections I have truly done and I need to or want to share with you guys in case it's something that you relate to, and you can also share your opinions down in the comments below. So today I have some ginger tea, not coffee. So I made some ginger tea. This is actually one of my favorite mugs. I got this mug, I can't remember where, but it's just really unique and it's also made from clay too. So yeah, so I'm sipping on some ginger tea and we'll talk about taking up space, and you deserve to take up space. If you're new to this channel, I'm a plant mom, and I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison to us humans and plants. For example, if you see this monstera here, I have been propagating this beautiful monstera for the past 2 months, I believe, in water. And this monstera has had literally developed so much roots in this container that I put it in. And within the 2 months I have had this monstera in water, I have literally 2 big leaves that have developed. I don't know if you guys can see fully. The reason why I'm making this comparison is because if you see the roots in that container, that monstera is a plant that literally takes up space. If you give this plant a comfortable environment, room in the pot for it to grow, it literally thrives, okay? And it's the same thing with us humans. We need space. We need to take up space and thrive. I used to hold back quite a lot. When I say quite a lot, hold back, try to literally hold everything within me to share my thoughts about certain things, letting fear take over my entire being. It's really a thing that, you know, as you grow through life, you realize that, hey man, I have been dimming my light. Yes. And literally embracing life and taking up space, speaking up. You know, if you're someone like me who grew up in a African household or with a strict parent, or just someone that moved around quite a lot from one household to the next, you will know that a lot of times you don't really speak up. You don't really use your voice at all. You don't. Your voice becomes stagnant, you know. There's several times in meetings and occasions with people where I felt that I had so much to say, but because I let fear consume me so much, I never shared my thoughts. I never took up space. I just allowed myself to be in this space, but never took up space. I'm more of a listener. I will listen and try to observe, but I'm an observant person because I like to read the room. And it's important to read the room, but it's also important to take up space. I decided last year actually to start a YouTube channel. And that was to give myself the opportunity to literally speak out, to give myself the opportunity to increase my public speaking and just get out of my comfort zone. Truly, that was really a big aspect for me in this whole scenario of me taking up space. And when I wanted to start this YouTube channel, I think that my mind ran through so many angles as to what I want to do on this channel, what direction I want to take on this channel, and will people even engage with my channel. There was just so many thoughts running through my head. But I said to myself, if I do things that genuinely that I love and that I spread with the world, why not? And when I decided to start this channel, it was probably one of the biggest growth I have done for myself, to just put myself out there and just speak and share my thoughts and share my plans and with you guys in the world. And it has truly opened doors to have people share their opinions with me, to just really give me the aspect of being comfortable to sit in front of the camera, and that's taking up space. Also, this year I decided to start my own website. Yes, I did. I did that because in my previous job, I did a lot of editing. I did a lot of proofreading, and that became something that I really enjoyed doing. And over the years, I was not someone that actually thought that I was a good writer or I could edit a paper and provide opinions. And I say that literally because I was never comfortable. I was never that comfortable in doing that. And my supervisor told me, she said, Vanessa, you are such a good editor and proofreader. You literally put yourself in the individual shoes when you're editing. And when she said that to me, I think it went over my head. I didn't think much about it. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, okay. But after a while, I thought to myself, hey, like, why don't you start a blogging website? Why don't you start a website where you get to share who you are and just unapologetically you, not being something that is really fixed or perfection to the world or what the world feels, it is supposed to be. And me giving myself that opportunity to honestly work and develop my website was a plus to take up space. My first article or my first blog that I wrote on my website was about basically that growth is not linear and you should give yourself a large and huge pat on your back. Honestly, just celebrating yourself and knowing that you should be proud of yourself. And I wrote that blog because there are several times in life where I have felt that I basically I wouldn't feel accomplished. And I think based on society expectations of us and how we also put so much expectations on ourselves, we end up, putting ourselves in this box. And giving myself the opportunity to share my thoughts on being proud of myself. It was a 10-year reflection on life. My 10-year reflection on life from high school to college and life transitions, life mistakes, like growth, and literally how life just is truly a journey. And I got so many feedback from different people that read my first blog, and I was really shocked. I share this to say that if I decided to stay within myself and not share my thoughts or not develop a website, I would have never gotten the opportunity to have other people read that. And the feedback I got was that literally they could actually resonate with what I said. And what I really wanted to do and really what I wanted my blog to convey is that we should take time to do personal reflections for ourselves and see life as a journey, and literally see life as a way that you can celebrate yourself through small or big wins and be proud of yourself. Even if you feel like you can't be proud of yourself, you have to be your biggest support system in this world. And so I say this all to say that if I never developed my website, I would have never given myself the opportunity to take up space. Okay, I would have never given myself the opportunity to actually write my words and feel that people can relate to that. So as humans, we're not meant to shrink. We're not meant to hide in corners. We're not meant to not let our voices be heard. We are meant to take up space in this world. And that is something I've been telling myself lately. Vanessa, it's okay to take up space. It's okay. It's truly okay. It's okay to share your thoughts, even if it's not what others will agree on. It's okay to disagree and agree. It's okay to stand up in a room and speak out. It's truly okay. Here's the thing. The world needs your light. The world needs your voice. And honestly, the way society and the world is moving nowadays, we truly need people that can share their light, that can share their experiences, that can literally be unapologetically themselves, but also knowing that they have something to contribute to society. I think a lot of times, especially for me, I know I put so much pressure on myself to know that if what I'm saying does make sense, and if it's going to be can someone resonate with what I'm saying, or more so in the sense of is this even worth sharing? And I think with all of that pressure that we put on ourselves, especially for me, I realized that I'm not giving myself any grace at all. Like, the world literally needs us to, we need to speak up in this world. We need to share our thoughts. We need to be very comfortable and confident in ourselves to know that you have something meaningful to contribute to society. I'm not talking about people that love trolling the internet. Please, no. Please do not take that as what I'm saying. No, I'm not talking about people that just feel like, you can take a microphone and just, bully people on the internet or say whatever. That is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that when you know that you have something that is within you, your light that shines, and you do not shrink yourself because you know that you have something to contribute to the society. You have something meaningful to share. That is what I'm saying. And as I grow and continuously grow, I know that my voice matters. I know that I have some things to share with the world. And as much as sometimes I want to hold back, a lot of times I can't do that because I know that God has called me to a higher self. And who I was before my previous years does not allow me to be that now. It has called me to be someone that takes up space, embracing the fact of setting boundaries, like setting boundaries with yourself, setting boundaries with others. You're allowed to do that. You are allowed to give yourself the opportunity to prioritize your needs. I think it's such a stigma in today's society to be a bit selfish towards your, to be a bit selfish in the sense of prioritizing your needs. And I am actually a big advocate for that. You should you should actually prioritize your needs, because a lot of times when you neglect yourself, you don't even know like how you're doing. You don't do a personal check-in with yourself to know, hey, like, how am I feeling? A lot of times those things happen because we end up shrinking ourselves, just trying to fit into the neat trajectory of what people want us to. Honestly, guys, you've got to give yourself the opportunity to celebrate when you step out of your comfort zone. Like I shared earlier, stepping out of my comfort zone was one, doing YouTube, two, starting my website. Literally, those are moments that are very pivotal for me, very pertinent to my growth, and just giving myself the opportunity to speak out. And honestly, it's beautiful no matter how it looks. No matter how it looks to the outside person, no matter how it looks to your neighbor, you deserve to take up space in your job. You deserve to take up space in your relationships. You deserve to take up space in your home. And you also deserve to take up space in your mind. In my friendships and relationships as well. Like, there are several times in life where I'm such a person that want to keep the peace. Want to keep the peace, and yeah, it's good. It's good sometimes, obviously, but a lot of times you have to speak up because people sometimes, as human beings, take advantage of you when you decide to mute yourself, and they feel that they can just walk over you anyhow, pretty much. And so giving myself the opportunity to actually share my thoughts and speak up in my friendships and relationships have truly changed a lot in my life, actually. As I mentioned, my monstera literally does not ask for permission to grow. My monstera takes up space. It takes up space. I truly have to be the one to give my monstera space, but it does not ask me for space. It takes up space. And that's truly how I want you guys to start showing up in your life. Take up space. I want to challenge you guys to take up space. Where is literally one aspect of your life that you have, if after watching this video and you're reflecting a bit on maybe how you've shrunk yourself, how maybe you've hit yourself in corners, or certain aspects of yourself that you've hit because someone has told you, oh, you're too loud, or you talk too much, or whatever you're saying doesn't make sense, you need to mute yourself. Stop that. Please stop that. Please, I'm begging you guys. I want to challenge you guys to reflect and literally share how you're going to honor yourself and take up space in this world. This world needs our light. It needs us to continue shining. It needs us to be unapologetically us, who God created us to be, and not who man says we are. Okay. So I really hope that this video, you guys resonate with it at least, and hope that you can take one or two things from this video. I truly enjoy this quick coffee chat. I wanted this to be a quiet time where I just sit and reflect on my aspect of taking up space, and I just want to show you guys how I'm also growing as well. I'm not perfect, and nobody is perfect in this world, and we can all learn one or two from each other. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And thank you so much again for joining my coffee chat sessions on my channel, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Cheers.